of inning number 7. And now for the Marlins, Heston Kjerstad. The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. And that's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Sergio Blanco getting ready to go. Righty to the plate. Got him looking. Down on strikes. And he knew it.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Sanchez in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 2. Left-hand hitter waits. And a ground ball to first. Curtis. The flip to the pitcher covering, and 2 away to start the 7th. Brian Reynolds now at the plate.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. That one fouled off. Two outs. Outside.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And now the count filled up 3-2. Logan O'Hoppe waits on deck for Miami. And here it comes. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he walked him.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next up for the Marlins. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And that's in there at the knees.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Next offering upstairs.
It's a good take.
The 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Reynolds off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 left for Miami, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Now the third baseman, NLWC Marte. The pitch. And that's outside. Activity in the bullpen. James Karinchak up and throwing. Cabrera, the lefty, warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Young up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swings and misses. And a count 1-1.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Next offering down in the dirt. The pitch. Lined into right. Dive in. It gets down. Could be extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he gets there. The tying runs at third with a triple. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
1 down, runner at third. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Luis Guevara, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Puts a bunt down. Berry. Throw to first in time. But the run scores, and that makes it a 1-1 game.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Now it's the right fielder, Misael Urbina. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But they're able to even it up here in the late innings. 8th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sergio Blanco.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now it's the second baseman, Jacob Berry. And the pitch. That one missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's a 2-2. And that just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Pete Crow Armstrong next to hit for the Marlins. In the air, left side. Adele moves under it. And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And it's through for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Brett Beatty, the next up for the Marlins. Blanco throws to first. Crow Armstrong back on a dive.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Another throw, really keeping him close. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Here's the throw. Safe. He beats it.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
2 on, 1 out. Bo Bichette, the next up for the Marlins. In there for strike one. Right-handed reliever.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Here's a 1-1. And fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And that one in the air center field. Guevara pulls it down. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Pete Alonso, the next to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. There's the strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Bounce to the right. Curtis takes it himself. Third out. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates 1. So the Marlins go with a new arm, James Karinchak.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the Pirates catcher now, number 13. And a pitch. There's a strike. The tying run at the plate. That one misses, and now it's even 1-1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Emmanuel Clase, the closer of the staff, is getting loose to finish this one off. The 1-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. That misses. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside edge. And now filled up. Joe Adell to bat next. Three-two. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And now it's going to be Joe Adell. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he deals. Now 1-1. The pitch. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now here is Albert Guerrero.
No, that's
First
down.
pitch, and he just misses. Left-hand batter waits. And there's the strike. And the pitch. And a count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Here comes a pitch. Good eye right there. Mitch Curtis waits on deck. And a pitch. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Runner leads away at second. Line to left. Sanchez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Pirates lead 1, and our score remains 2-1. Jose Hernandez on to pitch here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing team did that to me.
And now the right fielder, Heston Kjerstad. The pitch. Hernandez in his 6th season, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Kicks and fires. Ripped to short. Zips it to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So up next, Jesus Sanchez. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Mike Burrows up and loosening in the pen. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next pitch is inside, and the count is 2-0. That's in there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Hit in the air, right field. Urbina should have this one. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Brian Reynolds getting ready to hit.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Next offering misses, and now 2-0. Two down, nobody on. Off the plate inside, and that's ball 3. Logan O'Hoppe in the on-deck circle. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Johnson settles under it, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Marlins 2 and the Pirates 1. Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Now pitching for number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Trevor Johnson. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. The pitch. And ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a good eye there. And that one cutting but missing down low. Noelvi Marte waiting for a turn at the plate. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Substitution being made at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Richie Dunn. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, NLWC Marte.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. Alonso. And they tag him out. Up next for the Pirates, Cole Young.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
So now with one swing, this guy could end it. Swing, and he popped it up. Baden hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Luis Guevara, the next Pirate to hit. Trying to deliver as the hero. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Look out! And it hit him.
You just can't afford to make these kind of mistakes this late in the ball game. You need to make the offense earn everything down the stretch, and that right there was just a freebie.
Urbina in the box now as he leaves that one up high. 2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Done. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw, and he's safe. Tie ball game.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Yeah, the batter now, number 13. Off the plate inside. Ball 1.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
That's in for a strike. Miami's bullpen with some action. Lewis Lyons, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Winning run at third, 2 down. In the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, 2-2 game. Now into the game, Richie Dunn. He'll play second.
Now playing second.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Hernandez back to work. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
1-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 out.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Berry, a switch hitter batting right. Ball 1 low. And now the lefty fouled back our way, and that's out of play. And a pitch. All tied up, and here in extra innings.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
And he deals. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Payoff pitch. It's in and out of his glove. Over to first, in time. Nice stretch.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one's in there, 0-1. Down the inside corner for a strike. All tied up here in extra innings. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
New pitcher for the Marlins, Lewis Lyons.
Now pitching for Miami, number 5, Lewis Lyons.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Joe Adell.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, you can't offer it that pitch in an 0-0 count. It's a strike, but not every strike is a good strike early in the count.
And there's a hit. And now the winning run is on base.
That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now Albert Guerrero. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Bunting, and he pops it up. To first, not in time. So what started as a sac bunt ends as a hit with runners on first and second.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
Now here is Mitch Curtis. This one popped up, and that's a foul ball. Winning run stands at second. And he lays one down the left side. Beatty whips it across. Runners advance on a good sac bunt. Richie Dunn, the next Pirate to hit, getting his first plate appearance here in extra innings. He entered the game as a pinch runner. In there, and it's 0-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Late swing fouled off. Winning run at third, one down. Next pitch misses way outside. Line drive, base hit. Across is the winning run, and the Pirates walk it off in extra innings.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.